name is Thomas Ramos, and this is my senior synthesis presentation. This is me. I am Thomas Gabriel Ramos, the second son of Glenn and Cecilia Ramos. I'm a second generation Filipino American, and I have two brothers, one that is older than me and one that is younger than me. So basically, I'm the middle child. I enjoy going outside and spending time with my family and friends. My personality type is INFJ, that is introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. So this means that I take time for myself and have alone time, and I usually would let loose in comfortable environments around friends, and a good. I'm also said to be a good leader when they want to be. Usually, this is in a religious environment, which makes sense because I'm part of Emmaus, which is a youth peer ministry group that helps teach and prepare other high schoolers for some famous INFJs include Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa of Calcutta, and Nelson Mandela. So this is what I've done. So Artifact 1 is a project that I did in AP Lang. The topic was gun reform. And so challenges that I faced when working on this project included arguing for the other side. So I already had a basic understanding of this topic and a view on what it should be. And so arguing for the other side was a challenge because I had to gain an understanding of a side that I already did not agree with and argue for it. Another challenge I faced was finding the right sources. I had to do a lot of research and keyword searching to find all the sources and information that I wanted. To prepare for the presentation, I had to make sure I practiced the night before and made sure I had all my notes with me. So the skills I developed while working on this project was public speaking. I had to present in front of the whole class and all of my findings, which was something that I get really shy in front of people. So that was a skill I had developed and had to work on. Another skill I had developed is analytical thinking. So after you find your sources, you have to take that information and use it in a way that will help your argument. And so that's where analysis came in. And the other skill that I developed was open-mindedness. Since I was arguing for a side that I didn't necessarily agree with, I had to research and remove all my biases from it so that I could make a compelling argument for both sides. The significance of this project was that it gave me the opportunity to learn about views that oppose my own, and my understanding of my own views and the other views has been expanded. Fact 2 is the week I spent volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club after school. And so the challenges I met were rowdy kids because there were a lot of kids that would just run around and just throw things. And I had to be patient towards those kids, especially because, they want to have fun, but also I had to put my foot down at a certain point and tell them to calm down. Another challenge faced was organizing and cleaning without set instructions because the man who was in charge, his name is David, and he was very busy, so he would just tell us what we had to do without necessarily telling us how we wanted it done. And so we had to take initiative. I say we because I did it with a couple of friends, and we had to take initiative when organizing the storage room because that's what he had us do, and sort of make sure everything was put in a place where the children could reach it, like all the balls and the toys. So we had to make sure that everything was organized and clean. And the other challenge was cleaning up after the children because a lot of these kids were very messy. Of course, they're children, and some of them chose to not pick up after themselves when they spilled. So we had to basically clean up after these kids. The skills I developed while volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club are leadership because I had to sort of take charge when cleaning and organizing the storage room, and say where we should put things. Another skill I developed was efficiency, because there were multiple tasks for us to do in a certain day, and we had to complete those tasks. And so the skill of efficiency helped me make sure that I got all these tasks done to the best of my ability. I also needed patience when working at the Boys and Girls Club, because, like I said, David was very busy a lot, so we weren't given set instructions, so I had to sort of understand where he was coming from. I also needed patience for like the children, as I said, because they were very rowdy, and so patience helped me take a step back and just understand that they were kids, you know. The fourth skill that I developed while working at the Boys and Girls Club, volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club, was meticulousness. I to make sure that everything was clean to my satisfaction, not even just David's satisfaction. It was I wanted to make sure that I was doing the job to the best of my abilities, and so meticulousness came in. And so, what is the overall significance of volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club to me? This experience helped me to be more considerate and understanding of other people's situations, because not everyone at the Boys and Girls Club is gonna be like the best child ever, and I basically had to take a step back, like I said, and um, just be patient and sort of help make their experience there better by just hanging out with them and playing with the kids, playing basketball, helping them with homework, all of that. Artifact 3 is playing junior varsity basketball. Challenges that I faced when on the team was mental toughness, because I wasn't really good at basketball, to be honest. And that mental toughness aspect is what really helped me get through the season, because I had to face a lot of challenges mentally, such as like I'm not good enough, and so I had to flip it around and say I can get better. Another challenge I faced was there were doubters, because I was on the freshman team on the bench, and there were people that didn't think I could make the team, and that was a challenge or I used that challenge as motivation, and which is why I tried to work hard over the summer, and which led me to making the team. The third challenge is sleep, because practice would often end at 7:30, or after school it would end at 5:30. But there were times when I had a lot of homework and I would procrastinate, and so I had to sacrifice some of my sleep. The skills I developed were perseverance. You had to persevere through the season, because there's times when you don't want to go to practice, or you don't want to go to study hall or anything like that. But you just got to keep pushing, especially when you're tired running on the court. Um, if you give up, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Another skill I developed was dedication. So this is sort of piggybacking off of perseverance. You have to dedicate your time to the team, because everyone else is counting on you. And so you have to, yeah, basically. The third skill I developed was time management, and I basically had to make sure I took care of my time and used it wisely, because it was so time consuming. Like, so I had to make sure I did all my homework during study hall, and which a challenge was sleep, and so I had to work on time management to make sure that I was getting enough sleep, so I had enough energy for practice and for school. The significance for me was that I just proved to myself that I can work hard, and if I put my mind to it, I can achieve it. And I was able to sort of show everyone else that didn't believe in me that I can make the team. And it was very significant to me that my teammates helped push me to get better, and I made many friends along the way. This is where I'm going. I will be attending UC Davis in the fall and majoring in biomedical engineering. I hope to, after I complete my undergraduate, move on to medical school and pursue a career in oncology. Thank you very much for watching.